Alright, I am back. I am recharged. I got a couple little bites to eat there, so welcome back to the stream. Let's do some Smash Brothers now. I was going to stream Smash Brothers last night, but through a combination of just not being in the right mood to stream and the DLC for the Mii costumes not releasing until like midnight or something, I couldn't really stream this last night. So we're going to do it tonight instead. Sephiroth is officially out, even though it's been out for a while now, but you know, this is the night where everybody can get access to him now. So we're just going to do multiplayer for the evening, so if anyone wants to join, I will be making a room momentarily. And we're just going to have a gay old time just beating the shit out of each other as SEPH-I-ROTH. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody stacks up with Sephiroth. I've not actually really been playing him that much since I unlocked him, which you think I should have been spending time, like, maybe practicing up a bit, but, you know, sometimes I just don't get around to that shit. So yeah, here's all the Mii skins that I bought. So I bought the Persona 4 protagonist one, Alteria hood, Chocobo hat, there's Gino, rip. There's the body suits, Barrett's outfit, Tifa's outfit, Erev's outfit, Gino's outfit, and that's everything. Upcoming event, Dark Reunion. The time limited tourney exclusively features fighters who have embraced the Darkness. Oh, we're gonna get Heartless now. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Okay, apparently this game got updated to version 10.1.0. Okay. I'm not sure what they changed exactly. Is there anything important? Oh, right. So I was trying to use the right analog stick to move down. That's not how this works. Okay. I guess it was just for the Mii skins, really. That's all it was, really. Okay. 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 Oh, nice. I got some extra shit. Oh yeah, that's right. I went onto the eShop and there was like some free stuff you could get in the DLC page. So this is all the extra stuff that I got. Just stuff for the spirit board, I guess. Don't mind the squeaky chair. Right, let's get started. Here we go. Right, so let me set up things real quick and then we'll get started. Actually, you know what? No, I was going to do the Persona, I forgot the name of the song. I was going to do that one Persona song, but I'm going to do something else. Where's Star Fox? There it is. I mean, this isn't necessarily a Star Fox song, but it plays on the Star Fox stage. Oh, wait a minute, it's not in here. I guess it's under miscellaneous then. Let me just look for it real quick. I don't remember what it's called. I know the game is called X, but I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Tunnel Scene X. I like this song. Let me just make sure everything is set up correctly. So maximum 8 people can join, I guess, but it'll just be one-on-one, I guess. Yeah, we'll just keep all that off. Also, this will be my first time playing online with my new router that I got like several months ago. So we haven't really done this yet. We've not really gone online with my new router. So fingers crossed it works better than my old internet router. I think it will, because I recently played Donkey Kong Country 3 with Chod and that worked perfectly. So just keep fingers crossed on that one, see if it goes well. Yeah, don't mind me just hovering around here. I'm just making sure all the settings are correct. Right, next. So, same thing as before. Here's the Smash codes thing. Passwords. Sorry, the arena name is Melee. Password 12345. I'll put in the ID code as well once that appears on my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the ID I don't see it yet. I think I need to create the arena first, then it shows up. Alright, so the ID is FFN1PF. There you go. Right, so I'm going to pick Sephiroth. Again, haven't really been using him much since like several days ago, but maybe I'll get good with him, who knows. Gonna go for the shirtless one, because, you know. Gonna change my stage as well. I want the... God, there's like so many stages to pick from. I want a good one, but I can't think of a good one right now. Pirate ship. We'll go with that. Actually, hang on. Did I pick the Omega one? Oh no, I picked Battlefield. I want the... You know what? Fine, we'll go with Battlefield. I don't know if I want gimmicks right now. I just like the theming of that level because, you know, Wind Waker. Right, so if anyone's watching or just joining right now, feel free to join this arena if you want to participate. Make sure your game is updated and all that fun stuff. So I'll be playing some Smash Online for the next couple hours. See how I stack up with everybody else's Sephiroth. Assuming that everyone else that's participating today will be using Sephiroth, because usually that's the case, because he's like the new character. Alright, welcome back, Cray. Arena code and ID are at the bottom of the screen. Right, so let's see how we both do with Sephiroth. I forgot how gigantic his fucking sword is. Also, I'm the wrong one. For some reason there, I thought it was the one on the other sides. Ah! A little bit of input lag, I'm noticing. I may have to turn down my bitrate if that's what it takes to get it relatively good. Alright, well, I guess that makes us even then. Oh, I forgot he goes really far with the sword dash. Yeah, as you can tell, I haven't really been practicing with Sephiroth. Oh, jeez. Oh, nice shot. Yeah, you've been practicing. Well done. Sephiroth. I did it a little bit too soon there, but okay. Oh, that's weird. He's not walking off into the fire. Okay. Didn't... Why is it not doing that? That's weird. Does he only walk off into the fire when it's like 4 players or something? Because he didn't do it during a 2-player match. Oh, here we go. Cloud versus Sephiroth. Let's go. And on this level, no less. I forgot what this level was called, but it looks cool. I've barely touched Cloud, by the way. Like, I used them a little bit in Smash Bros. For Wii U, but I haven't really been using them much in Ultimate. If at all. Ah, shit. That's what happens with those those little ball things, whatever they're called, the dark energy spheres. The energy spheres of darkness. So I'm wondering when the next Smash Bros. Character is going to be revealed. I'm thinking maybe it'll be like a few months from now. Maybe like February or March or something. Because now, like, obviously COVID is still a thing, but it seems like as Sakurai said, he's now returning back to, like, office work. Like, he's no longer working from home. So it seems like they're getting back into the swing of, like, development now, and it seems like they're going to continue working at their regularly scheduled, you know, working times and stuff. So I don't think it will be that much long of a wait before we see the next DLC character revealed, so at soonest maybe like February or March, but at the latest maybe like April or May. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could wait until like, you know, E3 time, if we even get E3 this year. Oof. Holy shit. Right, well, Sephiroth is one stock up now because of that. Even though I have no idea what the fuck is going on in the background, I know it's like related to like the end of like Final Fantasy VII. It's still cool to look at. I'm sure when I one day get around to Final Fantasy VII, I'll have more of an appreciation for this animation in the backgrounds. Welcome back, D. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reduce the bitrate of the stream. It'll look a little bit more scummy, but maybe my internet won't be as shit when I do the next match. So I'm going to turn the bitrate down to 1200 kilobits, see if that works any better for me. The recording will still be the highest possible quality. Oh, by the way, I upgraded my video editor from not Sony. It used to be Sony. I think it's Magix that owns that software now. I upgraded from Magix Vegas Pro 15 to Vegas Pro 18. And I run into a lot of issues trying to render my latest VODs with the new software. And I'm not even sure what the problem was exactly. I think it was like my drivers were not updated, so it was causing like problems. Because after I updated my drivers, it worked fine. So yeah, hopefully tonight I don't have any issues rendering these VODs so that I can get them up tomorrow. Speaking of Smash Brothers, did we talk about Nintendo C&D'ing the big house tournament for the SEPH-I? We didn't talk about that the last time I streamed this. No, I guess we could talk about that. Oh. Okay, that was a big lag there. I'll talk about that when I'm about to do another match, so I guess like this match is about to finish. So I guess I'll talk about it next time I you know, not playing. Coming down to the wires. Oh! Nice. Somehow Cray managed to pull it back in the end there despite being down by a stock. Well done. That was a good fight. You barely played Clouds. If you can beat his Cloud, you can probably... sorry, if you can beat his Sephiroth, you can probably beat my Sephiroth, because I haven't really been using him much since the other day. Whatever day it came out, the 17th. Because I did like a mini-stream where I did the Sephiroth challenge and tried Sephiroth for like an hour, or an hour and a half. I didn't play him for that long. Oh hey, I like this stage. Oh! Me and my inability to time my smashes. Boy, aye, aye. Yeah, you pretty much got this one down, Pat. Good thing I got that long reach. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, despite having such power at my fingertips, I am shit with Sephiroth. I need to practice. You're very good at zoning, I notice. Damn. Okay, well that somehow worked. I was trying to spike there, but I'll take that. Oh! Nice. Yeah, sorry for not putting up much of a fight there with Sephiroth. So yeah, I guess while this next match plays out, I'm going to wait for the match to start. I'll talk about that Slippy thing, which, yeah, it's a bit of a controversy and it sucks. So yeah, I guess I'll get into that since I haven't really talked about that yet. So yeah, about a month ago, I think there was like a tournament going down being held by this organisation called Big House Tournament. And they were basically hosting like a Smash Bros. Melee tournament, but since they obviously COVID and like social distancing and like staying home and all that stuff, they were like, hey, we could use like rollback netcode to basically play this game through online emulation essentially. But since it was like a tournament that I guess Nintendo was like I don't know if Nintendo was even sponsoring it, but Nintendo had a hand in like helping finance the tournament or something. They didn't want anything to do with that because, you know, Nintendo are very funny when it comes to like emulation and shit. Even if it's like they're not doing anything to like harm sales of like a game that came out like what, fucking 15 years ago. So yeah, Nintendo being Nintendo is like, look, we know your heart's in the right place, but you have to like not do this. And the tournament got scrapped because of that. Nintendo basically shut it down, so fucking sucks. Like, they're in their legal right to do so, I get that, but it's still a bad look on Nintendo's part. It fucking sucks. And then the controversy went in the different direction, where they were hosting like an official like Splatoon open like tournament thing. And several people who were like going to participate in that tournament, like it was going to be like something that would stream online for people to watch. But because like several people in the Splatoon community heard about this thing, they changed their like clan tags to be like #FreeMelee, which was like this movement that was going about. And because of that, Nintendo ended up cancelling the Splatoon tournament, which is kind of funny. but also kind of sad. Because Nintendo didn't want that hashtag spreading around. Kind of reminds me of, like, that whole Bethesda thing, like, you know, the Free Hong Kong thing, and, like, how Bethesda was, like, trying to silence this one guy in the movement they're in. So yeah, that was a totally different thing, I know, but it kind of reminded me of that situation. So yeah, Nintendo's just doing a bunch of, like, really anti-consumer things this year, which really sucks, because I love Nintendo. Like, you guys know I love Nintendo. But I don't excuse Nintendo for, like, some of the dumb shit they've been doing this past year. Yeah, they use emulation for their old games. And that's kind of annoying. I mean, it's if they want to do that, that's their prerogative because it's like their games, they own the rights to it and all that. But it still has that like slight tinge of kind of hypocriticalness to it. I guess is the word I'm looking for. Probably not the right word, but it just feels a little bit off when they're like, yeah, we don't want you doing this because emulation, when they're doing the exact same thing. I mean, it's not like they were losing any money from, like, you know, using the Slippy mods, because it's not making them lose sales of, like, Smash Bros. Melee, because obviously Smash Bros. Melee is no longer in production or being sold. So it's not like they had any financial stake in it, but again, Nintendo's just fucking weird. I mean, it's the same thing with, like, fan games. It's like fan games does not take away from the sales of their official products, but because they're, like, extremely protective of their IPs and stuff, they get a bit of a stick up their arse, and they're just like, yeah, you know what, fuck you. What's that? You make a fan game out of love and passion? Fuck you, we're gonna shut it down. Because we're Nintendo, motherfuckers. Anyway, good match. I'll try Sephiroth one more time, but I don't know if I'm going to be using Sephiroth that much tonight. Since I haven't really been practicing with him. I really should be, like... I should have done that for my homework, like, between the last stream of this and this stream. I should have, like, really practiced with Sephiroth, but I haven't. Didn't get around to it. Oh, I got my, I got One-Winged Angel mode activated. Ugh. Nice spacing there. Damn it! I told you I suck at it. Wasn't that Bethesda? I just said a whole bunch of stuff there, and I don't know what part of what I said you're talking about, so... What was it I said, and what do you mean in relation to that? Did I say the name of our own company and didn't even realise it? What did I say? Note to self, don't do a smash attack that close, because it never fucking works. Okay, at least I got a final smash off. Blizzard. Oh, did I say... Okay. I got the wrong company name. That's all. I don't remember which. Was it Blizzard or was it Bethesda? Because I honestly don't remember which one it was. Oh, nice. Ugh. Nicely done. Almost made a terrible mistake there. That shield thing lasts a long time, I noticed. Alright! Alright, well he's got the final smash. Or not. Ah! Faced the wrong way. That's gonna cost me. Oh yeah, I forgot you can hold down the B button to like do an even bigger slash. Completely forgot about that. That could have helped earlier. Rip. I mean, I did a little bit better there, but I'm not doing really good with I'm not really doing good with Sephiroth, so I'm gonna change characters. Right, give me 1 second, I'm gonna swap out for someone else. I might do a little bit more Sephiroth later, but as it stands right now, I'm not really doing good with him, so... I'll let you guys fight once I've made my selection. Who have I not used in a while? Captain Falcon. Go for the glorious pink and white. That's my favourite colour for him. Yep. Right, there you go. Thanks for waiting for me. Right, let's watch. It was Dota 2 or Hearthstone. Gonna move the microphone a little bit. There we go, I think that might be a little bit better, hopefully. So we've only got like 3 characters left in the Smash Bros. Fighter Pass Volume 2, so Sephiroth being like a really, really big one, like it's one that a lot of people talked about, and then we got like Minecraft Steve before that. I'm wondering who the last 3 are going to be, specifically like the very last one. It has to be someone big. I'm trying to think what kind of characters could be like the final one. I still think Sora from Kingdom Hearts could end up eventually seeing his way into this game. I just don't think it's happening until like maybe like the last one. But that's still like a big if. Like a lot of things would have to, like the stars would have to align for that to happen. But I could still see it happening. Oh, that was a good combo there. Wombo combo. I didn't even know you could do that with the blunderbuss. Like you could juggle people like that. Yeah, I've not really used King K. Rool that much. I think I've mentioned this before, but I've had an idea in the back of my head to like stream like a bunch of like Smash Brothers clones, like games that are obviously doing like the Smash Brothers thing. And it'd be like I would check each one out, like maybe like for 30 minutes each. Because there's like a few I can think of, like there's that Cartoon Network fighting game that came out for last generation consoles, I think. I forgot what it was called. It was Cartoon Network something something. Punch Time Explosion, I think. Something like that. There was also like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Brothers clone, which I remember playing a lot of when it first came out. Like, that game is one of the better Smash Brothers clones. But the biggest problem with it is it lacks content. Like, it doesn't have anywhere near the content Smash Brothers does. But it's still a pretty fucking good game. Good. Speaking of good game, well done. But yeah, that's been something I've been thinking about. Also, that PlayStation Battle Royale game, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I forgot what that game was called. Something like that. I usually use Ganondorf, but I want to like use the much quicker and more agile Captain Falcon. See how I do this time. Probably not going to do that good, but we'll find out. I haven't used Captain Falcon in quite some time. Again, Captain Falcon being my go-to. Yes! I forgot how quickly Falcon drops. Just drops like a fucking rock. Oh, stalemate. Not very often you see that happen. Oh. I'm not beat yet. Oh, okay. Nice comeback there. Damn platform. I mean, it's my that's my fault. I picked Battlefield. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was a good idea? At least I wasn't on the receiving end of it. You know what I love doing? When I try to do like a dash and immediately attack when I end up smashing, if that makes sense. Hate it when I fucking do that. Oh, not quite. Oh, fuck. I'm not talking much because I'm focusing. I'm not the best Captain Falcon player in the world, but I would like to think I'm alright with him. It's one of the few characters I actually know how to use, somewhat. Ah! I tried to up B there. Fuck. I love immediately getting that thrown into my... What's the expression? Like, I immediately love eating my fucking words. It's like, oh, I'm good with this character, and then I do that. Good game, though. It just sucks that I died that way. Yeah, I'll stick with Captain Falcon for a while, because that was a decent match, besides that moment. Sephiroth. Again. Oh yeah, so Dragon Quest XI's on the Xbox One now, and it's on Game Pass. So that's pretty cool for people that've got Game Pass. I have Game Pass, but I've got the game on the Switch already. So there's no real reason for me to have to, you know, download it to play it. That would have been great if that cannonball had hit him there, but it doesn't matter anyway because that was far enough to knock him out. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, I mean it's 0%, but it's going to do a status effect. Which one is it going to be? I don't know which one it is. Maybe it was nothing. I guess it's not always a status effect, maybe sometimes it doesn't do it. Nice combo there. Well, I'm glad the netcode is working pretty well, all things considered, because with my matches it felt mostly smooth. Like, still a little bit of input lag, but not enough for it to be an issue. Again, first time playing... Good game. First time me playing online using my new 4G router that I got a couple months ago. You know what the sad thing is? I still have my old internet service hooked up. I need to, like, cancel that. I've just been paying monthly for that needlessly, so I need to, like, maybe cancel that in the new year. Because I don't think I really need it anymore with this new router that I got. Obviously, it's not fiber optic or anything, but it's way better than what I had before. Right, let's see if I can do any better with Captain Falcon. Let's go. You know what I should stream sometime? F-Zero X or F-Zero GX. Either one, or both. that sucks that I did that. I accidentally dodged the wrong way. I talk about the input lag being small enough to not be an issue, but then sometimes I do that where it's like I accidentally buffer the wrong direction. Welcome! I think he's saying welcome, or is he saying Falcon? By the way, Captain Falcon has a really fucking El Cheapo spike move. Which I've been trying to do, but I haven't been able to get it off, so you'll eventually see if I can get it to work. Oh! God damn. Well, that's unfortunate. Took a whole bunch of damage there because of that. Nope, apparently you can't Falcon Punch the crown. Bye. Oh, what the fuck? I mean, usually I'm like that when I miss, but I feel bad for you. I don't know why you accidentally turned the other way. Usually that happens to me, to be honest. Oh, not done yet. Oh, jeez. Alright, now I'm done. Good match. Thanks for self-destructing once after that mistake that I made. Good sportsmanship. So yeah, Captain Falcon has like a really El Cheapo spike move. Like if you stand at the edge, like I'm just going to give this secret away so that people get know what I'm trying to do. But if you stand at the edge of the map and up tilt, the up tilt with your like kick is actually like a down spike. So if you position it just right, I'm gonna wait for Cray to finish. There you go. So if you position it just right, you can actually like spike someone while standing at the edge of the map when someone else is like trying to recover. It's a little bit harder to do against King K. Rool though, because his up recovery's got like a hitbox on it, so it's not as easy on him. So yeah, if anyone else is watching right now, and apparently quite a few people are watching at the moment, and if you've got Smash Bros. Ultimate and want to join, then feel free to join with the code there. I don't stream Smash Bros. Super often, but I try to stream it whenever I can. And I usually stream it when like a new DLC character releases, in this case Sephiroth. Again, technically Sephiroth released several days ago, but let's not get into semantics. He officially releases today. Or yesterday, rather. I couldn't stream last night, so yeah, he officially released last night. And I'm streaming it today because of that. I know I keep saying this, but I'll try to do Smash Bros. Streams, like, on a more regular basis. Like, not once a week kind of regular, but just, like, play it every now and again, just for a little bit of fun, because I do enjoy playing Smash Bros. Still. Like, Smash Bros. Ultimate is my favourite Smash Bros. Game. Any plans for an Among Us stream soon, since you have it on Switch? I asked my Discord server, and I didn't really get that much of a response. Only like 2 or 3 people like said anything about it, so I'm not sure if that's going to be enough people to like get a decent match with. So I might need to put a pin in that for now. Because I did buy the game, and I asked my Discord server, but I'm not sure if like 4 people is going to be enough. I mean, technically you can play it with that, but it's better when you've got 6 to 8 people, or 6 to 10 people rather. But my Discord server is very small, and I don't really have that many people in there, so... Never say never, though. I might still do an Among Us stream, but I don't know when that's going to be. At this rate, probably not going to happen this year, but that said, there's only like a week and a half left this year, so... Maybe early next year I can do one. Speaking of Among Us, I got the other game that was made by the same developers, the Henry Stickmin collection on Steam. DJ Bruce actually gifted it to me during the winter sale, so shout out to DJ Bruce for that. I'm going to see if I can stream the Henry Stickmin collection, because I've been told it's really good, and I've had my eye on it for a while. It's funny how, like, Adobe Flash is, like, fucking going to, like, die within a few days. But there's, like, this resurgence of, like, Flash-based games. Like, we've got Among Us, which... I know technically it's not Flash-based, but it's got, like, a Flash-style kind of, like, art style to it, if that makes sense. And then we got Super Meat Boy Forever, and then we got the Henry Stickmin collection, which is based on an old Flash game series. It's almost like Flash games are coming back, even though Flash itself, like, the Flash player, is just gonna die soon. Also, I love this music, Telltale Heights. Oh! Shit. I think Newgrounds is still going to be around, because I think they've got like a HTML5 player that plays like Flash content now. It's just Flash Player itself that's going away. I did contemplate about the idea of maybe like streaming like Newgrounds shit, like the day before Flash Player gets discontinued. But I don't know if I will. Fucking just elbowed him there. Oh, that reach. Well, I just handed that to him, quite literally. That was on me. I was trying to dodge that, trying to be clever. Let's hope I don't get reverse controls, because that's the one I really don't want to get. Ah! Ah! I got reverse controls. Of all the fucking things I could be getting. Okay, it's gone. Somehow I won despite that circumstance. I don't know how. Good game. I got a fucking mushroom on my head and reverse controls. I'm not sure if they're both the same thing, but... of course I would have the unfortunate luck to get that. You're not on your A game? I don't know, you've been fine. Just waiting for MSP to get ready. Right, so I haven't really fought Olimar that much, so I wonder how I stack up with Olimar in particular. I think after this one I'm going to swap characters because I've been using Falcon for a bit. I'm going to try to switch it up every now and again. I tried to do the reverse. Yeah, I've completely forgotten how to fight Olimar, to be honest. I don't fight him very often. Remember that one cutscene in the Subspace Emissary where, like, Captain Falcon, like, jumps out of the fucking blue Falcon and does this amazing Falcon punch into, like, a bunch of enemies? But in doing so, he accidentally kills a bunch of Pikmin at the same time when he strikes his pose. That was a pretty fun cutscene, I liked that. Subspace Emissary had a lot of good moments in it. I need to watch, like, Vinny's playthrough of the Subspace Emissary again, because he streamed that a couple years ago. Oh, nice. Nice perfect shield, and followed up by that. Oh! Fucking ping-ponged off the ceiling there, I like that. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. That's not good. I didn't know where I was. Fuck. Right, well, that's entirely on me. I thought I was still on the left side there. That was on I thought it was on the right side, and I was on the left side. I can't believe I'm getting my ass handed to me by this fucking weird little alien thing. Oh, okay then, bye. I was not expecting to win a stock there, but okay. Yeah, that was my fault. Talk about not being on your A game. Good game, though. Yeah, that's one of the characters I've fought against the least. Not a lot of people use Olimar, I've noticed. But yeah, he's tricky to fight against. I mean, it's probably not that hard to fight against, I'm just not real. I don't know the strategy. Am I gonna change? We'll go with the classic. Sephiroth. I wonder how Sephiroth would react to each individual character from the Smash Bros. Universe. Because I've seen some good, like, shitposts, like, comics that people have made. Like, there was one, I don't have the picture for it sadly, but I've seen someone make, like, a shitpost comic where Sephiroth is interacting with Isabelle, and Isabelle's kind of like, let's just say a bit on the tipsy side, like, I think she's drunk or something, and she's like, oh, your hair is beautiful, I love it. And then Sephiroth is like, what the fuck, where the fuck is this, and who the fuck are you? I'll need to find that comic. It's like, just the expression on Sephiroth's face alone is amazing. In fact, I'll see if I can find it. I think somebody posted that to me on Discord. I'll do that while this match is playing out. Hopefully I don't drop frames because I'm like loading images from a conversation. So bear with me. Let's see. Trying to remember who sent me it. I think I remember who sent that. Sephiroth. I know I'm not saying Sephiroth, but that's my headcanon. Oh, I found it! I found the image. I'm gonna save it, and I'll show you guys after this match. Even Sephiroth is having trouble fighting Olimar. Holy shit. This level just makes me want to play Final Fantasy VII now. If I ever get around to playing Final Fantasy VII, I would like to stream it in full. But again, it's not something I want to commit to right now because it's quite a big game. Like, JRPGs are like kind of a big thing to commit to on stream. Not to mention I need to get back to playing Xenoblade Chronicles, which I plan to do soon anyway. Right, so let me show you guys, if you're still watching this, let me show you... Let me get the... I need to find the name of this image because I saved it, but it's not saving as the most recent one, which is always fun. Let's see... 1 second. Sorry about this. I'm looking for the image as we speak, but I don't know... Where did that image go? Yeah, bear with me. I'm looking for it. Okay, why is the image not showing up? I could have sworn I saved it in the My Pictures folder, but I don't see it. Okay, one minute. Don't... You know... Hang on. I wanted to show this picture as well. Like, I've got it right here, but... Okay, I found it. Sorry. I was having some issue there. Right, so here's the image that I wanted to show. So yeah, just Isabelle, like, drunk off her ass, just, like, admiring Sephiroth's hair. I like your hairstyle. What are you doing after this? And then Sephiroth is like, coming here was a mistake. In fact, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Sorry, Origami Toadhead, you've been usurped. That's going to be the picture for now, for the moment. Right, okay. I think Cray was going to be fighting me next, so... Credit the artist. I don't know who drew it. Like, somebody sent me this on Discord. Do you know who... Wait, is the credit on the image itself? 1 second. I don't see a credit attached to this image. Do you know who did it? So I haven't used Kirby in a while, but this was like one of my OGs. When I, like, back when Smash 64 was a thing, this was like the only character I really used. I mean, that game only had like 12 characters to pick from. We've come a long way going from like 12 characters to like over, or close enough to like 100 fighters in Smash Brothers. Oh jeez. Love that hammer attack. Wait, how did you get that? Oh my god! Oh my god! I was trying to air dodge that, but I didn't time it right. I need to put that on my soundboard, like Wario going, oh my god, from like Mario Party. Like, that's what he says in the Japanese version of the original game. But obviously Nintendo back then being like, didn't want to like use the word God in vain in like the American market, they had to like change that shit. Oh yeah, you can eat Pikmin. Nutritious and delicious. Oh my god. Nicely done. Yeah, I need to brush up on my Kirby skills. I'm going to resize that Sephiroth image. We need a little bit more of that. Let me just make sure that's lined up correctly. Close enough. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll put that there for now. Maybe I'll keep that there for the next stream, I don't know. I guess I'll change fighter. I don't know if I want to stick with Kirby, because I'm not as good with him as I used to be. I'll use King DDD, I'm quite good with him. I'm way better at DDD than I am with Kirby these days. I'm going to change stage as well, actually. I want to change the scenery. Where's Mario Maker? Actually, you know what? Let's do Mushroom Kingdom 2. Wrong thing. 1 sec. Sorry, I pressed the plus button there, which did something completely different. Wait, where's Mushroom Kingdom 2? Again, I've talked about this before, like, there's just too much stuff now to keep track of, because it's like, I try to find the stage and I can't find it. So I either take forever to look for it, or I just look for something else. It's weird to think that Smash Bros. Acknowledges, you know, it acknowledges, like, Mario 2, like our Mario 2, and, you know, because technically our Mario 2 did make it to Japan. It was called Super Mario Bros. USA. But by and large, like, Mario 2 is, like, considered not canon in the grand scheme of things. Which is funny because many aspects from that game did make its way into, like, future installments. Like Birdo, Bob-ombs, stuff like that. And even some mechanics and, like, ideas from that game got referenced and, like, used in future games. I love Super Mario Bros. 2, it's a fun game. Every once in a while I'm just looking back at OBS and I'm just like cracking a smile because I'm just looking at Sephiroth's face there on the side of the display. Oof. Yeah, Kray's really good with the Olimar. Nice. Stunned him. I've got a funny anecdote regarding Olimar. So back during Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and the Wii U, particularly the 3DS version, I really didn't understand how to play as Olimar. I thought he was like the worst character in the fucking game. And I just couldn't stand him because every time I tried to use him, I was like absolute garbage with him. So what I did, just in a sense of spite back then, was I went to versus matches. I set it to one stock for each character, and I picked myself as Olimar and deliberately killed myself like 100 times, like 100 matches. And the reason I did that was because if you go into the statistics, it gives you the breakdown of every character and who like dies and who wins the most. So I just wanted like him to be always like the worst character in my standings of like all the characters in that game, just because I couldn't like play him. So yeah, that's a fun little anecdote there about like Olimar and how I felt about him like several years ago. Speaking of Mario 2, referencing things, the upcoming re-release of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, or not 3D All-Stars, sorry, Super Mario 3D Worlds Deluxe, or whatever it's called. That game has a lot of like subtle Mario 2 references. Like you play as the four main characters. You play as Peach, Mario, Luigi, and Toad, and they all have similar stats. Like Toad is like very small, but he runs very fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so that doesn't bounce back. I need a monster to grab that there Sephiroth! Oh jeez. Yeah, better not do a charge on that. Oh, Jesus. Well, that sent me further than I was expecting. Oh, fuck. Sephiroth, please. Sleep stat. I mean, it's better than reverse controls, but that still leaves me wide open to attack. Sephiroth. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm probably not going to survive this. I keep forgetting that barrier thing does the little thing afterwards. That's the thing that I keep not accounting for. I feel like that Gordo saved my life there. Sephiroth. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Good game. Okay, there's the one where he walks into the fire. Nice. He didn't do that the last time for some reason. I guess he only does that on select wins. Oh hey, Wario. He's fun to use. I really hope we get like a new Wario game soon, like a new WarioWare, even though we had one a couple years ago, but that was like more of a repackaging of old games. I really hope we get like a new WarioWare or like a new Wario platformer at some point in the future, because that would be great. Wario needs more games. Yeah, I remember getting pretty decent with Wario during the Smash Bros. For Wii U days. Like, I used him a lot during those days. I haven't used him lately, but I think I still know how to, like, use him optimally. Well, relatively speaking. Like, I say this like I'm professionally good at this game or anything, but I'm not. I just play this game mostly casually. But I have some degree of understanding of, like, how to play Smash Bros. Relatively competently. I don't want to say like I'm amazing, because I'm not, but you know what I mean. Oh, that's unfortunate for Cray. Didn't quite get the smash ball. Okay, but that's not the reverse controls. Yeah, if it's a mushroom, it's reverse. Oh, fuck. Utterly destroyed. Good game. The fucking Joy-Cons, yeah, we have Joy-Con issues. That sucks. I'm using the Pro Controller. I'm gonna stick with King DDD, see if I can do any better. I haven't really done that much fights against Sephiroth as DDD, so... I waited there for a second just to see if Cray was going to change characters, but I guess not. Right, let's see how I fail this time. So I need to look into the list of games that I played this year and compile my list of, like, best games and most disappointing games. And you know what I realized, and I just discovered this today? I completely forgot that fucking Kirby Fighters 2 game even came out this year. Like, that game had that little of an impact to me. Oh. Yeah, I don't feel good about that one. Okay, what hitbox is that? Oh yeah, speaking of that Kirby cartoon, did anyone see that video that's like kind of floating around YouTube right now? Where somebody like took some scenes with like Meta Knight, but they basically edited it frame by frame so that you see Meta Knight without his mask. It kind of looks good. It's funny because he, like, underneath the mask, for those that don't know, Meta Knight looks like Kirby. Like, you know that dark blue Kirby with like the yellow eyes? It basically looks like that. So it's just funny seeing like the Kirby face, but he still has that like deep voice from the Japanese version. Well, that was a gamble. Didn't pay off. Sephiroth. Somehow that connected. Puh! Sephiroth, please. Sephiroth! Right, I'll stop doing that now. Yep, I'm dead. I'm brown bread. Nope, no way. I was mashing all the buttons and sticks there. There was no way I was getting out of that. Good game. Not with 100%. 100%. I was not getting away with that one. But yeah, I'll see if I can find that video actually. Just, yeah, I'll see if I can find that. Hang on. While you guys do your next match, I'm gonna see if I can locate that video. Show you it. Sephiroth. Right, I found the video, but I'm not going to load it up just yet. I'll load it up in between matches. You know, when shit's not going down, because I don't want this to start lagging. I don't want my stream or the match to start lagging. Oh, nicely nicely, what's the term? Spaced or whatever? Or zoned? Basically, you stood in the right place to, like, counteract that. I'm really bad with Smash Bros. Terminology. Oh yeah, I watched a YouTube video today about... Remember that McDonald's ECDP game that I streamed about a month ago? That, like, Japanese, like, training program game? Where you learn how to, like, make burgers and shit. Yeah, apparently there's, like, you know these, like, meme things that people do? Like the iceberg meme, where it's, like, different words and, like, different layers of the iceberg and, like, what they actually mean and shit? Yeah, so today I watched, like, a video about, like, the iceberg, like, for that game. Quite interesting. I learned some stuff about it. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Watch it be reverse controls. Oh, it's sleeping. That's even... You could argue that's worse, because then that shit happens. And that's like almost a full stock right there. Korea is doing pretty good with Wario, though. Oh, that reach, though. That goddamn long sword. I'm guessing that's like the longest sword we've seen in Smash Bros. So far. Like, who was the previous longest sword in this game? Because I can't remember. Was it Cloud's? Nice! Again, well placed smash there, good game. I'm going to show you guys real quick this thing that I was talking about, the edit that somebody did where they like changed Meta Knight's face to look like Meta Knight without the mask. Let me just quickly set this up. One moment, please. I'm just gonna... Nope. Shit. I didn't want the match to start there, which is why I did that. 1 second. Yeah, so check this out. It's like 30 seconds of edits, but it's like some really cool edits. So this is what somebody did. Like, they took clips of the Kirby show and they did this. So yeah, for context, Meta Knight usually has his mask on at all times, but yeah, check this out. So yeah, this is the Japanese version, so you'll just hear Japanese. So some pretty fucking good editing work for like something relatively short. It's just like various clips from different episodes, I think. But yeah, it is weird just seeing like him with like a deep voice, but he's like got the cute Kirby eyes and shit. There's also like another one here as well. I'll just let it jump to that. So yeah, he made 2 videos. Here's the second one, which is like another 30 seconds of clips from the episodes. That one frame there, hang on. That one frame right there, that's weird to look at. I've never actually watched the Japanese version of the Kirby anime. I've only watched like the 4Kids version. Did Meta Knight just say "oh shit"? Oh, well, he almost said "oh shit." Right, okay then. I don't even know what the context for that one is. Right, okay then. Let's just hide that. Okay, so Cray, you won, so I guess it's you and me now. Thank you. So yeah, I've not really watched the Japanese version, I've only watched the 4Kids version, and I've only seen a handful of episodes. Finally get to see the Subcon level. Or Mushroom Kingdom 2 as it's otherwise known. Go! So I don't know who voices King Dedede in the Japanese version, but apparently in the Smash Bros. Games, Sakurai voices King Dedede. Which is weird to think about. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fart attack. Nice. Blast from the ass. I'm not very good at fighting Wario, clearly. Love this music though. Oh! Nice. Not nice for me, but nice nonetheless. I'm really bad at stopping that bike. I think at this point Cray's just fucking with me. I don't want to be 3-stocked. Okay, I finally managed to land a hit with my Gordo. Oh well. I don't mind if I died after that, at least I didn't get 3-stocked. Good game. Yeah, fighting Wario as King Dedede is not easy. Gonna change actually. I'll be ending the stream in the next 20 minutes or so, so I'm gonna pick one more character to do a couple more matches with. We'll do my go-to. Good old Ganon. Oh hey there, Rocky. It doesn't feel like I've been doing 20 matches. Well, technically I didn't do 20 matches, but this arena has 20 matches in it now, so... Did you try to beat the DLC spirits? I didn't do that, I don't think. Is there new DLC spirits today, or yesterday? I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. I might check it out real quick at the end, but I'm going to be ending the stream soonish. I need to get up at a reasonable time tomorrow so that I can get up at a reasonable time on Christmas Day. There is, it's mostly Final Fantasy VII. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I wonder if there's any character in this game that's considered overpowered or like broken, you know, kind of like Meta Knight and Brawl. Because there's like so many characters you would think there would be at least one that's not really... It's kind of like unbalanced to the point that people would be like banning them in tournaments and shit. I don't really know if that's the case though. Because obviously you've got your, your Foxes and your Falcos and your, the characters that are usually like considered top tier and shit like that. But I don't know if there's anyone that's like truly, utterly broken or like can be abused in such a way that it's just like impossible to fight against it. Really hard to say, to be honest. I'm sure with these like new patches that keep coming out, they keep rebalancing it anyway, so even if there is like some unfair shit, they try to like address that in some regards. Oh, that sucks. I thought Wario was gonna get that there with the tire, but nope. I think Sephiroth's purposely holding on to that for the next stock. Yeah, they're holding on to that because they're waiting to hopefully knock out Wario and then use it. Sure, it's taken a lot of hits to knock that out. Okay, well now he had to use it. Oh, by the way, Cray, actually I'll tell you in a minute. Something relating to One Piece, I don't know if you heard about it. I'm not going to distract you too much right now. I'll tell you about it after the match. I don't know if you're even listening to me right now, or if you've got yourself muted, like if you've got my stream muted for this, which I would understand so that you can hear the game. Nice. Oh, right, okay, it's even pegging, or level pegging. Oh! That's unfortunate. Alright, so that thing I was going to tell you, Cray, I don't know if you heard, but Funimation confirmed that there's going to be more episodes of One Piece releasing soon, like the dubbed version, and I think it's like for Punk Hazard, so if you want to see that shit in English, you can do that. I don't know how far in One Piece you are right now. I think you already watched through the Punk Hazard stuff, didn't you? Oh. Ah. Sorry, I'm trying to wait for other people to like get ready so that they can spectate the match in case my stream starts shitting the beds. Right, there we go. I'm assuming that's you, Rocky. Please make sure not to start the match until everybody is on the pedestal thing so that we can actually spectate the match. Because for some reason, if you're selecting the character, you can't spectate, which is a little bit annoying. I need to use Banjo and Kazooie some more. Oh yeah, Banjo and Kazooie Amiibo got a release date, March 26th I think, or March 27th of next year. Here's hoping I can get a hold of one, because I've got a feeling that's going to be scalped and, you know, all that fun stuff. Oh! You're waiting on the Dressrosa stuff? Yeah, Dressrosa I would say is like one of the best story arcs in all of One Piece. It's lengthy, but it's really fucking good. There's a lot of really fantastic moments in that, which I'm not going to spoil, obviously, but you'll definitely love it. I think you would agree that it's like one of the better ones. It's like up there with like Alabasta. It's like that good. Oh! I forgot how strong that was for breaking shields. Good game. You stopped rewatching Attack on Titan. Yeah, I don't really watch that much anime outside of One Piece, so maybe next year I'll broaden my horizons and start watching other shit. I've heard One Punch Man is good. But yeah, I don't really watch that much anime in the grand scheme of things. Oh, you got a Mii Brawler? Nice. Let's see who your Mii Brawler looks like. I don't have all the Mii skins, but I think I've got the majority of them. Pig Sans. It's still weird to think that we live in a day and age where fucking Sans from Undertale is in Smash Bros. Albeit as a Mii fighter, but he's there nonetheless. Oh. Yeah, I can tell I'm not very good at recovering. Nicely done. I thought you dodged that there. Weird. It looks like you did dodge it, but I still managed to hit you somehow. Nope, didn't mean to down smash. Okay, that was a fluke, but good game. That was a bit of a fluke the way I just lined that up there. I was just doing that out of dumb luck. Just in the off chance that that would actually work, but usually doesn't. Alright, I'll be doing a few more matches before I wrap up. I'll give Wolf at least one more match. Like, I'll do MSP and then we'll do whoever wins this next one can take on Wolf, and I'm going to wrap up because I've been streaming for close to 4.5 hours at this point. I'm starting to feel a bit tired. Yeah, I know that you're Wolf. Right, let's see how my Ganondorf stacks up against his Sephiroth. The King of Evil versus the One-Winged Angel. This will be a fun one. And we get the happy-go-lucky land of Super Mario Bros. 2 as our destination. Thank God I wasn't closer there, otherwise that would have been really bad. I'm not gonna get inside. I just wanted to get back onto the map. Damn it. I deliberately stopped myself there, but I didn't stop myself for long enough. Oh shit. Okay, that surprised me. I thought he was going to make it back with that. One-Winged Angel modes. Doria! I'm surprised that didn't go through. Oh my god! That was a very fast match, holy shit. Again, Ganondorf is my go-to, that's like the one I'm best with. Just brute forced it pretty much. Alright, one more match for the evening, then I'm gonna call it. So, me against Rocky. You have a pretty good Ganondorf. I've been using Ganondorf since Melee, like that's how far back I'm going with him. Where did Rocky go? That's weird, Rocky left. Oh, you turned your switch off? I'll tell you what then. We'll do a rematch. That match went by so quick, I don't feel too bad about doing a rematch. Right, so I'm going to end the stream after this, because again, it's getting late. I would do more matches, but yeah. I'll need to be up at a reasonable time tomorrow for Christmas Eve, so I can get up at a good time for the day after, you know, to like go and see family and shit. Oh yeah, so I haven't really been watching Disney Plus that much lately, even though I've subscribed to that. But there's like a new Pixar movie coming out on Christmas Day. I'll probably end up watching that in the morning or in the evening before I go, either before I go see my family or after I see my family. It's called Souls, I think. Oh yeah, that was good movement, Mel. All right, I'll let you have that one. But yeah, it's called Souls, and it looks good. I hope it's good. Pixar hasn't put out the best stuff lately, I'll just say that. Like, because I've heard mixed things about... I forgot what that one came out last year was called, like the one they released a year ago. But apparently it wasn't that good compared to the like other stuff they put out like a few years prior. Like, one of the best Pixar movies, in my opinion, is Inside Out. Like, that movie is fantastic. If you've never seen Inside Out, I would highly recommend that. It's really good. And then of course you've got Toy Story, like the trilogy, and Toy Story 4, which is alright. Holy shit, I broke it! I broke his shield barrier thing. Oh, I see, there's a hitbox afterward, that's why. Even though if you dodge it, he still gets hit. That makes sense. Sephiroth is gonna kill me. Sephiroth. Doria! Ah, good game. Alright, well that was a more fair match, I guess. Right, okay. I'm gonna call it here. Good games. That was like 25 rounds in this arena. Hopefully next time I do some more of this, we can get just as many matches, if not more. Hopefully more people can join next time as well, because that would be nice. Before we wrap up real quick, I'm going to check out the DLC Spirits, so I'll do that real quick and then I'm going to stop. Let me hide this code thing, because we don't need that anymore. Right, so let's see, where are the Spirits again? Here they are. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII stuff. So I'm not going to know who any of these characters are except for like the main ones. Like for example, I don't know who this is. Kate Sith. Sid is like a recurring character in Final Fantasy, I know that much. Vincent, I don't know who that is. Red 13, I've heard of that name, but I don't know who that is. So yeah, most of these are like unknown to me. Chocobo and Moogle, obviously, a recurring character. Right, so let's see. The enemy has increased attack power after a little while. The enemy has increased move speed after a while. Look at the fucking spirit I've got attached to this one, like the Candy Kong. I don't even know what Candy Kong was for, I didn't check. Oh, here we go. Nice! Fairly straightforward. Kate Sith is more like cat shit. I guess that's a character you don't like then. Yeah, let's look at this one. Wow, that's Okay, so I wasn't expecting the cat to be on top of something that gigantic. Okay, so defeat the main fighter to win. I don't even need to change any of the things here because it's just like... There's several thousand points below me, so I should be fine. You were quoting Vinny. I guess he doesn't like him then. Or her. I don't know what it is. Again, I've got very limited knowledge of Final Fantasy. I know... The only thing I know is like the famous death, like you know what I'm talking about. And I only know like some of the, you know, the starring characters like Barret, Clouds, Sephiroth, Tifa, and Aerith. Gotta go for that styling back air. Or back... Not back air, sorry, the reverse Warlock punch. I don't know if I'll do all of these because some of the later ones will be really tough. Here's Barret. Stamina battle, reinforcements will appear after the enemy is KO'd. Apparently Cat Sith is a robot. That face on Barrett there. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, just breezing through these guys. Defeat the main fighter to win. The enemy is healed after a little while. Let's see. People are gonna fucking hate me for doing this, but
Choose your fighter. Sephiroth.
I have to do it as Sephiroth. Oh right, I've got the wrong spirit, hang on. Who better?
Ready? Go!
Again, haven't really practiced the Sephiroth. Oh, that's gonna manage to get 5 orbs. Well. There we go. Sorry, sir. Sorry, Aerith. I don't know who Vincent is, but he looks cool. It looks kind of badass. The enemy is giant when the enemy is at high damage. The enemy has increased defense when the enemy is at high damage. The enemy favors neutral specials. Just gonna go back to my go-to, Ganondorf. We'll do a couple more, then I'm gonna end the stream after that, for real. Wow, that was quick. That was like, what, 5 seconds? Not even that? Fucking speedrunning. And that was advanced, that wasn't even a novice. I think I remember Yuffie from Kingdom Hearts, actually. Like, she shows up in one of those games, doesn't she? Items will be pulled toward the enemy. Right, we'll have that bomb then, for starters. Yeah, what's that? You want to be pulled toward items? Okay then. I'm noticing a lot of ball items. Is there a reason for that? Like, every single item is a ball for whatever reason, I don't get it. Right, here's Sid's. Hostile assist trophies will appear for a little while. The enemy has increased jump power. I'll try to go through these as many of these as I can, but I think there's going to be like a legendary one that I probably won't be able to beat. But I might give at least one try to it. Would have been cool if I got that quick kill there again. See, I'm aware that Sid is like this weird recurring character that's kind of like Link in Ganondorf and Zelda, where it's just this one dude that like appears in every single Final Fantasy game as like an NPC. Like, because I remember him in Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, like he's in that as well, and somebody explained that to me. So that much I do know about Sid's Red 13. The enemy is very fast and can't stop quickly when the enemy is at high damage. The enemy can deal damage by dashing into you. The enemy has increased move speed and reduced weight. Okay. He's a party member in 14. Is that the MMO one? I forgot which one that is. I've never played 14. I've never played the majority of FF games. Mainly 15 is like the one I played a little bit of when I first got my PS4 Slim. That was before it got released on PC, mind you. Oh. Oh, quite fast. Yeah, it's a little hard to... Okay. It's a little hard to hit them when they're just sprinting all over the goddamn place, but I finally got them. FF4. Oh, sorry, for some reason I like, my mind inserted the 1 in front of the 4 there. Yeah, Final Fantasy 4 then. Right, so here's all the big ones. But let's do this first. Take your strongest team into this no frills battle. Is this like multiple fighters? So yeah, Chocobo and Moobles are like mascots of the Final Fantasy series. Has anyone ever seen that commercial for Final Fantasy 3 on SNES? Or is it supposed to be officially known Final Fantasy 6? Where it's like this stop-motion, like, claymation, like, Moogle that's like killing all the bosses from Final Fantasy, and he's like going, NEXT! 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 Like every time he kills one. But I think Vinny looked at that commercial not that long ago during his video game commercial segment. It's a pretty weird looking commercial, but I like the stop motion claymation stuff. Yep. Can't get my footing. Okay, there we go. Oh, I got both. Nice. Yeah, I think the canon Final Fantasy VI is the one with Kefka. Like, that's like the creepy villain with like that laughter soundbite that people use in like creepypastas and stuff. I think Vinny's like, is Vinny not streaming Final Fantasy VI at the moment? Because I think I noticed he was playing that, but I've never like played that game myself. Like my first Final Fantasy experience, my first JRPG experience was Skies of Arcadia Legends on GameCube, and then soon after that, Tales of Symphonia on GameCube. Those were like my gateway RPGs, and maybe one day I'll stream those two games because those games are pretty good. Right, so let's do some of these tougher ones. Let's do Ifrit, the fire god. The floor is lava. Okay. Yeah, probably want to change for that one. Oops. I hope Vinny does another video game commercial segment soon, because it's always fun to watch him react to that shit. Like, every once in a while I watch his older video game commercial videos, and I always find it amusing when he, like, reacts blindly to... You know that Jam Sessions commercial? The one with the kid that goes, "Fucking sponge cake!" Like, the fact that he never saw that before, and, like, watching him react to that for the first time fills me with joy. There we go, first try. Shiva. Oh hey Genova, I know this song. Hostile assist trophies will appear after a little while. The enemy is easily distracted by items. So you can see I mainly just use 3 spirits back and forth because they're all like maxed out. I've been using them for a while now. Crystal. As much as I don't like Star Fox Zero, there is one thing that I will give it credit for, and that's like basically retconning, like not so much retconning, but just like effectively erasing the timeline where Star Fox Adventures and all that comes into play. Because I don't like the direction that series went into after that, in terms of like the characters and shit. Where everybody else, like Pepe's like 1,000,000 years old, he's like a fucking old grandpa person. And you know, like, what's her name again? I forgot her name. Crystal. Like, Crystal is like a whole different thing that I'm not going to get into, but I don't like that character either. She was basically just a remnant of like a JRPG or an RPG that was being made by Rare. I had to correct myself there because I realised, wait a minute, J stands for Japanese. Rare is not Japanese. And even though Star Fox Assault is a pretty good Star Fox game, it kind of sucks that they have to continue from that timeline because that resumes where Star Fox Adventures left off. So Crystal is still like part of the story and is like actually a member of the Star Fox team in that game, which I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. So yeah, Star Fox Zero essentially just said fuck all that and just like reset the timeline. Come on. Yeah, why did I do that? There we go. Backslash! Star Fox Command was a bad sequel to Assault. Yeah, I've never played that one, but I heard that game was a weird one. Like, that game had, like, a shit ton of different endings. And apparently one of the endings, like, ties it to, like, the F-Zero series for some reason. The Turks and Rufus Shinra, I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming those are important characters. I'll just keep that critical health one on. I guess that's why I was using Candy Kong, because that's a pretty useful one.
Ready, go!
Oh hey there, Kai Guy, how are you feeling? I hope you're doing alright. Shit, I didn't kill them quick enough. Yeah, it's going to be tricky now that I'm fighting multiple of them at once. Please. That one gunner is really getting on my nerves. I'm doing much better, that's good. Hope you're all set for Christmas then, because we're only a couple days away. In fact, it's less than a day away from me, it's like past midnight over here. I just realised that. Bastard. that one fucker interrupting me. I'm guessing this is the leader of the Shinra. Okay, how did you dodge that? Somehow I survived that. I don't know how, but I did. Right, okay, one more. I don't know if I'll be able to beat this one, but I'll give it a few tries. Bahamut 0. Or Bahamut. The enemy will suddenly have a final smash when the enemy is at high damage. The enemy is giant. Look at that damage level though. Shit. Oh my god! Already? I barely did anything to him. So I breezed through most of these DLC ones, but this will be the really hard one. Also, I like this music that's playing right now. I'm guessing this is from Advent Children. I sense a final smash incoming. Yep, final smash is enabled. Nope. Ah! Bastards! Didn't air dodge quick enough. I'll try a few more times. If I can get into the right rhythm, I can do this. I just need to get very lucky. Obviously a lot of skill is involved as well, but also luck. Which obviously I'm lacking on this attempt. Fucking hell. I'm doing so much worse this time. Doria! Ah. Oh, you can eat a dick! That sucks. Yeah, that face in the bottom corner there, since I didn't get around to answering that, that's like... It's from a comic. I'll show you the comic in a minute. I just replaced, like, the Origami King Toad head thing that I've been using for months to fill that gap, just because it's a good-looking face. I don't know who the artist is, unfortunately. Like, somebody shared it with me, but I don't know the source of where it came from, because they didn't link me. Like, they linked me, like, they sent the image directly, they didn't link me to it, so I don't know where the image resides. It'll be on Twitter somewhere, I think. Right, let me try focusing this time. It is doable. I feel like I can do this one. Again, a lot of luck. Nice. At least the bomb landed. Well, the good thing about him being bigger is that he's easier to hit because of the giant hitbox. Bow! Ugh. Ridley's too big for Smash. Yeah. I remember that meme going around quite some time ago. Jesus Christ. I know I said I was only going to try for a few tries, but I'm determined now. I'm going to see if I can persevere on this one. I'll need to head off soon, but I think I can stick around for another 5-10 minutes at the most. Well, the bomb doesn't really do that much damage, really. I mean, it does something. At least it does about 20. It does about 12%. Oh, that almost got it. No! I was forced to air dodge there and couldn't recover. That one was going really well until that happens. Yeah, those characters probably could do a good bit of damage on this one. I'm feeling the need to cheese. Is it even possible to cheese this one? Fuck. I'm assuming it is possible to cheese, but it's not going to be without a lot of luck, again. I was trying to Ganon side it there, but it breaks out of your grasp really quickly. Oh. Okay, well I guess nobody gets damaged there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one. A few more tries.
Ready? Go!
Jesus Christ! Like 2 up smashes is all that took to knock me out. Right, note to self, don't go above it, otherwise that will happen. Now watch me go above it.
Ready? Go!
Got into good position. Ugh. No! Again, I was forced to dodge there and I couldn't get back up. I was mashing up recovery and I couldn't fucking get up quick enough. Oh, that kicking myself for that one. I mean, it wasn't really my fault. He put me in that position, which really sucks. Couldn't really do anything. This is the second time tonight that I'm getting salty. Probably not as salty as I was with Super Meat Boy Forever, but you know. Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's not a knockout punch, but it did something. Yes! Well, not quite. I can't believe I faced the wrong way there. That's gonna cost me, isn't it? Why didn't you turn? I thought I had him there because of that fucking stupid slow-mo thing. Three more tries starting with this one, and I'm gonna stop. That's as much as I'm gonna do. Alright, attempt number 1 of 3. Let's go. There we go. Somehow I got lucky there. Right, at least I can say I did a clean sweep of the entire DLC Spirit board on Final Fantasy, so there you go. That's that one finished. I'll eventually go back and do the previous Spirit boards, like fully complete all of them, but I'm glad that I got that one out of the way. Yeah, that's them all finished. Alright, well there you go then. So how much shit do I have left in terms of the DLC Spirit boards? I must have a few left. I haven't even checked Dragon Quest or King of Fighters and Fire Emblem, I think. And I think like the other ones I've got a couple left for each, so yeah. I'll eventually do those in a future session. For now I'm going to wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play some Smash just before Christmas. And I'll try to do some more Smash before the next character gets revealed.